Hey, greetings. My name is Coach Mark, and as a educational consultant, motivational speaker, as well as transformational coach, I know the power of learning and sharing those learned experiences with others. I recently had the opportunity to travel to South Africa, Johannesburg, and Cape Town. And here are the top 10 things that I learned on my vacation. I'm back with lesson number 2. So in this particular thing that I learned about in South Africa was reflective of their neighborhoods and their townships. I kind of alluded to this in the first video, but it was really amazing to see these beautiful homes. I'm talking about homes that would go for millions of dollars here in America, really cost a fraction of that. And those are owned by Europeans, whites and Europeans, people with money. And so on the lower end of the spectrum, as I mentioned, you have what you call townships, where you have these, in many cases, open fields where Africans gather and build homes of steel, wood, whatever they can find to make homes. And some of them have power, some of them don't have power. But these neighborhoods called townships, it was amazing to see that. And things that we take for granted here in the States, we have 3 and 4 bedrooms homes. I got you. What about a shotgun home? Take half of a shotgun home, which is a home where they call them shotgun homes because you can see from the front all the way to the back, usually a couple of rooms and so forth. Take half of that, a portion of that, put a whole family in that, and where you have a bed, somewhat of a kitchen, and everyone lives in that, and where you get in where you can fit in. But and then you have neighborhoods where the colored lived. As apartheid was abolished and moved on, you now see some mixing of neighborhoods where some coloreds, if you're financially afforded the opportunity to mix in some of the other neighborhoods that were excluded in the past because of segregation and apartheid. But now you see the breaking of that, but you still have the great divide amongst those that have and those that don't. So one of the areas that I was able to stay in, I stayed in a penthouse in Johannesburg. And when you got into the neighborhood, on my walks every day, I would see all of these different homes, again, beautiful homes that were walled in, fenced in, looked like in some cases at one time they had guards, but all of them had high level security, cameras, as well as fencing on the top for security. And you saw massive Africans going into these neighborhoods, walking into these neighborhoods. And what I later found out after researching is that these Africans would go because they were servants. They would be the maids or the house cleaners, as well as the gardeners for these homes. So in South Africa, you have these classes and you have these neighborhoods that's reflective of the classes. And then you see perpetrated the ideologies that we saw here in the States coming from slavery. When they couldn't own us, we had to work for it. And so now you still see that perpetrated, and you see that characterized out in the homes and in the areas of South Africa as it relates to the different neighborhoods that's reflective in South Africa. So that was the second thing that I learned about the different living experiences and different learning environments that's reflective of the classes that are distinguished in South Africa.